Silence falls over the room as fingers skip nimbly over the materials, pulling and tugging and twisting into place. The first man on the assembly line does his bit and passes it to the second one, who works on the motherboard. A third is handling the processor, while the fourth deals exclusively with the computer memory. And from their work, a machine emerges, the electronic Madaraka, also known as the e-Mado computer. 7 years ago, with the prompting of the Information Ministry, the Jomo Kenyatta University of Agriculture and Technology undertook to begin assembling desktop computers for domestic use.
Around that time, the computers were quite expensive in the country, and the government, especially the Ministry of Information and Communication, spearheaded by the PS Ndemo, was so keen to promote ICT use in the country. The objective was to start availing these machines at affordable rates.
Fast forward to 6 years later and the computer assembly unit is still at it, but work has slowed down considerably. In the last 6 years, the computer assembly unit has put together 1,400 computers. This owing to the fact that abroad, faster and nimbler hands are busy assembling machines that have a ready market here, and they cost less than they once did.
As computers became more and more common, the cost reduced, and the difference between locally assembled machines and imported machines has basically shrunk, while at the beginning the cost differences were quite high.
Their hopes now reignited by President Uhuru Kenyatta's assertion that his government will not turn away from the pledge to provide laptops to all students joining Standard 1 next year, and more importantly, Kenyan products given priority in governmental purchases.
Some have said that this is too ambitious. I say that we cannot afford to leave any of our children without the tools to compete in the digital age. I call upon both houses to work with me to ensure that in future the laptops we provide are assembled here locally.
2 words, local assembly, catching the attention of persons here and opening them up to a world of possibilities. The parts are sourced from abroad, and a desktop computer assembled at this facility sells for about 40,000 shillings. Up until now, the biggest consumers have been the university itself and members of the local community. Their bid to expand their operations to include the assembly of laptops required by the country, if successful, would yield countless benefits.
What we have to demonstrate is that Kenya has the capacity to assemble these computers locally, because we've done it before. And we cannot ignore the benefits that will come in terms of job creation and improving our our technological know-how in the country.
But not so fast. There are still hurdles to overcome. One, the need to expand operations to include more students and staff. Another, the competition from other local private facilities also assembling computers locally. But perhaps the most difficult part, the need to gain the confidence of Kenyans in order to lure them away from brands they long to own.
Because a perception people have that branded ones are better, but there's no difference, because the specifications are the same as compared to the ones you get outside and the ones you get locally here.
They say the cost of a locally assembled laptop wouldn't rise above $300, just over 25,000 shillings. But it is a dream yet, and as they wait, they use what they have at hand, hoping one day to put dreams into children's hands and in return capture a little of the magic fairy dust. Wilkister Nyabwa, KTN.